Really good news, there's no anaerobic smell down here. Alright guys, welcome to base gardening. So you know how sometimes you have one of those really low energy days where you just don't feel like doing something that you need to do? Well, that's me today. I'm having one of those days. But I've got to stay committed to this 18-day Berkeley compost that I've started doing here. And so I've got to, regardless of the fact that I don't really feel like it, I've kind of got to just get to it and give it a flip. So here's the stuff that I'm looking for today. Before, I decided that a major problem that it was having was that it was simply too wet. And so today I'm looking to evaluate whether or not this is the day when I finally put some water back into it. I have a feeling that it will be. I'm also going to get some more coffee grounds into it to try and help it heat back up a little bit, because coffee grounds are a great source of nitrogen, and nitrogen is what gets your compost hot. So hopefully that'll help. And then the thing about the water is that you got to get the water balance right. It's not enough to say, oh, you just put water on compost and then poof, it works. No, it's got to be right. It's got to have the right balance of water, nitrogen, carbon, and everything in it. So you've really got to do that along with air. You know, it can't just sit there and have a big section that doesn't have any air that's like helping it activate. You know, and so all that stuff needs to work together, and any one of them that isn't quite right will at least throw your compost off, if not outright ruin it. So that's kind of where I am today. Just need to get the water right. I can't really do anything about air other than do a good job turning it. But water is something I can absolutely decide to add or to not add. So that's kind of where that is. And I'm going to keep going with the same flip method that I had last time. So I don't really need to explain it again. It's in I've explained it in previous videos, but as I always say, it's a compost flip. So the outside needs to become the inside the outside, the top the bottom the top, all of that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to jump into it here. Okay, so this is usually what I like to check first, and just like on the last turning, really good news, there's no anaerobic smell down here. There's also if you could feel what's in my hand right now, there's an okay heat on it, so I'm actually all right with this. And more importantly, earthy smell, not anaerobic. So that's highly good news. Let me do a little squeeze. This is stuff from the bottom. Do a little squeeze on here and see if a drop of water comes out. Yeah, a decent amount of water. So I'm not going to add any more water today. I'm just going to let it keep going. And also just as you would expect, this does not have any kind of swampy anaerobic smell. So this is all really good news. And the not only is there not the swampy anaerobic smell, the compost is starting to actually smell like dirt, which is always, that's the best news. It's the best possible outcome. That's what you want, right? Making compost. So very briefly, what I've exposed there was the previous top, and so now it goes in and becomes the new bottom. Okay, actually I forgot, I am adding a little tiny bit of moisture in here because I've still got wet coffee grounds, and so there will be a tiny little bit of moisture added when I pour in wet coffee grounds, but it's nothing significant. It's noisy today. There are teenagers nearby. Apologies. Got it all done. Really didn't feel like doing it today, but got it all done today. And so that's going to do it for this one. Thanks, Base Gardening.